Hey butterflies, welcome back. So today we're going to be ranking all the TVL game passes with a tier list. So let's get into today's new video. So before we begin, just a little disclaimer, this video and this ranking tier list is not in any way degrading or belittling any of the game passes in this game. Each of them were crafted and created carefully with tons of detail and time and effort by the development team. This is literally just my personal opinion and also based on like personal experiences I've had with them. So yeah, I'll just like to put that out there. So this is the tier list that I created. So as you can see, we've got top tier, mid tier, and then low tier. So top tier is just like the really OP game passes that I think are like the most powerful in the game and really worth it. And then mid tier are just obviously self-explanatory, and then lower tier are just mostly either because I don't own them or just personal preference. So yeah, first we're gonna start off with the first Heretic bundle, which consists of faeuriiie, 𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗁𝘂, and 𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗁. Now I'm gonna have to put them at mid tier. I do not own them. I actually don't own any Heretic bundle. Crazy, I know, but basically I'm just gonna put them at mid tier because faeuriiie is obviously the most powerful Heretic in the game. She has 1400 magic, but 𝘂𝘂𝘁 and 𝘂𝘂𝘁 both have only 1000 magic, and I only like faeuriie's outfits personally from this bundle. I haven't actually even seen 𝘂𝘂𝘁 or 𝘂𝘂𝘁's outfits, to be honest, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave them over there. Then we have Marcel. So I'm definitely gonna put Marcel straight up at top tier because I just think he's definitely one of the most powerful game passes in the game as well. When it comes to the vampire species, he can literally kill an original just by biting them and then ripping their heart out, and he has obviously all the original abilities and really good stats as well. I also really like some of his outfits. Then we have Landon, who I'm gonna put at top tier for sure, just because I actually play Landon a lot. He's one of my favorite characters to play. He is immortal. You can only kill him with the golden arrow, and most of his abilities, or all of his abilities, are fire based since he is a phoenix. So it's really easy to kill like heretics or vampires, even game pass heretics, which is really cool. And his abilities do like quite a decent amount of damage, and I think he has probably one of the most annoying abilities in the game, which is this fire wisp ability basically, which has such a short cooldown and literally just you can keep someone on the ground for so long with this ability. I just really find it funny to use, to be honest. And he can also heal other people in the game as well as himself. So I definitely think that Landon deserves to be up at top tier. Then we have Elijah, which is the only other like original game pass I own, or the only original game pass I own. And I'm going to put him at mid tier. I just think that he has a really cute outfit, which is this coat, which is the one I always use. It's probably one of my favorite outfits in the game, and he has really good stats. You know, he's only 500 Robux. It's really a decent price, and he's the same as Rebecca. They both have the same stats, and he has all the original abilities. Obviously he can only be killed with a white oak stake or the cure, obviously. So yeah, I just think that he is a really cute game pass to have. I do prefer him over Rebecca just because I loved him in the show, but yeah, I'm just gonna put him at mid tier because I do use him quite often. Then we have the original brothers bundle, which consists of Cole and Finn, and I have to put them at low tier. I'm so sorry, but I've had so many personal experiences with people who play Finn and Cole. Like, either they're really annoying, toxic, or they always have their mic on and they're just, you know, speaking unnecessarily. No, I'm kidding, but I don't know, it's just my personal preference. I'm putting them there. If I'm not mistaken, I really don't know because their stats are kind of bugged on the Game Pass page, but they probably have like the least stats out of all the original vampires, but I'm just gonna put them there. And then Dark Josie definitely has to go to top tier. She's definitely one of the most powerful Game Pass witches in the game because of her, you know, mass abilities. She's also the only character that can actually change her outfit in the game without having to like, you know, reset to change her outfit, which I think is really useful. Alongside all of her mass like range spells, basically she has obviously 𝘂𝘂𝘁𝗁𝘂, 𝘂𝑃𝑔, and then she has her like mass lightning spell as well as her Japanese spirit spell, which all do quite a decent amount of damage, especially this like orb spell of her dark orb, which is undeniably one of the most OP spells in the game. It just does so much damage, and it's like really hard to avoid because you have to like run away from it. She can also obviously like fly, which is so easy to get around the map, as well as obviously become a heretic, which I think is really useful. So I think she deserves a spot in top tier. And then Klaus is the original hybrid, so obviously he has really good stats. He's decently priced as well, and he has the ability to obviously turn into a werewolf and gain access to werewolf abilities, including being able to track people down, which I think is really useful. And obviously he has the original abilities too, and he also spawns in with a silver dagger in each lifetime, which you can use to desiccate other vampires. And if you basically pull it out yourself, you'll actually retrieve it back into your inventory, which I think is really cool. Then we have Silas, which is the newest game pass to the game, and obviously there's no doubt about it, he has to go up to top tier. He's definitely probably one of the most OP characters in the game right now, so I think he deserves a spot in top tier. He obviously has the immortal abilities just like 𝘂𝑪𝑎, which make him quite OP as well, like sort of like immortal vampire abilities, you could say, similar to vampire abilities, what I'm trying to say. And then obviously he has psychic abilities, like especially his disguise ability, which I'm not gonna lie has actually caught me off guard so many times. The fact that he can literally steal the cure from 𝘄𝐶𝐻 is insane. He just has one of the probably most aesthetically pleasing abilities in the game, other than 𝘄𝐶𝐻's cure creation, which is like this little skit obviously. And then he has a really decently good like, you know, ranged ability, as well as like mass compulsion, which I think is really OP as well. And then obviously if you get cured, you know, like you literally still have a second chance by being a witch with your own custom like witch abilities, which he has 5 of, including all the normal witch abilities that come with normal witches, like free witches and all game pass witches. And his abilities when he's in witch form do a lot of damage as well, and they just look really cool and have like a lot of detail into them as well. So without a doubt, I think Silas deserves a spot in the top tier section. Then we have the second heretic bundle, which consists of Mary, Nora, and Bo, and I'm definitely gonna have to put them at top tier just because I really like their outfits a lot, especially Mary and Nora's like Halloween outfits. And also compared to the other heretic bundle that I put at mid tier, as I said, Valerie only has 1400 magic, which is the most powerful heretic in the game, but Malcolm and Oscar only have 1000, whereas in this bundle you actually have 3 heretics that all equally have 1200 magic individually. So I think that is really worth it, obviously. And also obviously, as you guys already know, heretics are probably the most annoying powerful species in the game. They can literally just siphon you, desiccate you, especially if you're like Hope, Silas, 𝘂𝑪𝑎, or like an original that can get desiccated. They can make people invisible. They have like siphon blast, obviously. I just think that they're really annoying, but like in a good way. Like if you are good at a heretic in this game, then you're honestly a pro. But yeah, I think they deserve a spot up there. Then next we have Miss Bonnie Bennett, and she definitely is going top tier for me. She's probably my favorite game pass in the game. Her abilities are just so like unique, and she literally has her own custom abilities, psychic abilities, and expression abilities alongside the free witch abilities. So I think she, you know, has probably the most abilities out of most of the game passes. She can literally channel her expression, she can track people down, which is really useful. She can replenish her magic, she can heal herself, she can just do so much. Literally, she can literally link herself to someone, which will basically give her a second chance at life if, you know, she dies. Unless the person you're linked to dies, then you die as well. She has access to her own private dimension, which can keep you and someone else, perhaps your friends, safe for a few minutes. And just altogether, like her abilities and her moveset and skill set are just really good for combos, and she can do a ton of damage if you put certain abilities together. So she definitely belongs in top tier. Then we have Rebecca, who I'm gonna put at mid tier. I don't really have much to say about her. It's just the same as Elijah for me. I don't own her either, but she's the same price as Elijah and they have the exact same stats. It's just like, you know, if you want the male or female, if you want Rebecca or Elijah. But she also has really cute outfits, so I'm gonna put her at mid tier. And then we have Hope, which I'm gonna put at top tier without a doubt. She literally is the tribrid. She has, you know, her own custom witch abilities, which do a lot of damage. She can access her wolf form as well, making her quite immortal for a bit. As you know, it's really hard to kill wolves in this game at the moment. So she has access to tracking people down as well, which I think is really useful. And then obviously she has access to like original abilities and vampire abilities, and she can only be killed with the red oak or being cured, obviously. So I think that Hope definitely deserves a spot up at top tier. She is definitely one of the most OP game passes as well. Then we have Michael, the original, the father of all the originals. So he definitely belongs in top tier. He has really good stats, he's decently priced, his outfits are also really cute, and he can literally feed on other vampires, which no other character can do in this game, that are a vampire species, of course. And he spawns in with a white oak steak, a free white oak steak every time you spawn in, so it's really easy to be Michael and kill another original if you want to help, you know, steal them for your friend, or if they're just being relatively annoying. I think he deserves a spot at top tier. Then next up we have Miss 𝘂𝐶𝐶𝐶. Now I know you're all thinking she belongs in top tier, but unfortunately, I know it's a shock, but 𝘂𝐶𝐶 actually belongs in low tier for me personally. I really dislike 𝘂𝐶𝐶 a lot. She's probably my least favorite game pass in the game. I just think that her abilities are, I don't know, somewhat weak, and I don't know. You guys seriously thought I was being for real? You must be crazy. 𝘂𝐶𝐶 obviously belongs in top tier. She is no doubt probably the most powerful game pass in the game, so she definitely stays in top tier. I mean, she literally has so many abilities that do so much damage. With her custom witch ability, she can literally replenish her magic. She just has so many combos that you can make up as well. She can literally force people to move on from the other side, just in case, you know, they go and resurrect with the ferryman, or if they're just being annoying and holding on, which I think is really OP. She literally has the ability to create the cure without having to go through the Silas tomb and all that and waiting 15 minutes. So I think that's really OP. And then obviously she'll be able to cure people. And then 𝘂𝐶𝐶 can obviously come back to life, which is absolutely insane and OP. And her mind fry ability literally makes people not be able to use abilities for a few minutes, since it like fries their mind and their memory basically, as well as her cheeky little other side ability, which I'm literally obsessed with, which does quite a lot of damage as well. I just think that she definitely deserves a spot in top tier. But that is the tier list that I have created, and these are my placements for all the game passes. Remember, these are my personal opinions, but if you guys want, just comment down below where you would place the certain characters and why, and just let me know your opinions. But that'll be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!